How's it going, guys? You right? How's it going, dog? Appreciate the gift, mate. When am I coming to the arena? Yet to be confirmed. Watch out for posts on it. Don't know yet. Trust me to miss that shot. Annoying. How's everyone doing anyway? Alright, we're going straight into trying to clear the table today. Going to do some head camera shots, head camera videos once my batteries have charged on it. Yeah, I forgot to charge my batteries overnight, so they're currently charging, should be about 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to try and break and run. You guys can pick the colour. Well, you can say what you would go, whether you pick that, I don't know. By the way, guys on YouTube, I know there's 200 of you or whatever, if you could write in the comments, is the camera too close or is it like a good distance away from the table? Something go down. All Alright, we're going to try and get clearance anyway, because it's the first time I've played today. So TikTok's good, it's whether YouTube is too far away, or too close even. So yeah, you're at the table right now. What would you do, reds or yellows? What colour are you going? Looks okay on computer, looks good. Cheers guys, appreciate that. Yeah, what are you doing, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. It's not the ideal first break, and it's probably not going to be a finish, but I'll try and make something happen. I think I've kind of got to go yellows. If I was playing black ball rules, I'd go reds and I'd play yellow onto red, but I think I'm forced into playing yellows here because I don't really have... I could play that as a first red. Both are a mess, so... We'll just see if we can play this one, followed by this one, followed by this one. Maybe that one to get rid of these four and then go from there. Probably not going to happen now. It's pointless me playing that unless I go play this. Right, where are we going now then? Still a bit of a mess. Play this one. Don't really like leaving that to the middle because I can't get any position on any other ball. What I'll try and do is play this, get to there and play that one next, hopefully. Not easy. Keep going. Not far enough. Alright, so that's that attempt over. It was the first break, so I wasn't expecting miracles. Can we get a miracle? Don't think I can cut that. The only hope is if I can cock tap double that yellow into this middle, but I don't think I can. I'm not going to be able to get enough power on it. Especially if you hit the red first. Alright, so that was the practice frame done. We'll carry on from here. There was no double on that yellow, you couldn't see it. Alright, but that is the first frame of the day. And it was a difficult one, so I'm not too mad about that. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Probably going to be here for, well, we'll see. Hour and a half, couple of hours maybe. See if we can get a talk through clearance for this one. First time I've done that in ages. Alright, let's go again. My break's been pretty good recently since changing back to my original type of cue that I break with. I've been able to kind of pinpoint getting it back to pretty much there. What drills are the most effective? I mean, the one that I go to is called the circle drill, but it's quite a challenging drill. That's probably the best one for cue ball control though. Oh my god, I'm all over the place at the minute with this break. I'm just going to carry on from here. Alright, what would you guys do, reds or yellows? You've got ball in hand. I've not ditched it completely. I'm going to use it for when I go travelling and use it on American pool tables. I'm going to stop using it on English just because I have no control on the cue ball. Right now I don't really have any control, so it's not really much of an advert, but yeah. The last two breaks have been the worst two breaks I've done in about 2 weeks, so. Alright. So what colour are we going? Obviously we look at the problems. This is the problem for both. How do you break that out with either? You've got ball in hand. So if you go reds, you can maybe put the white there. You're kind of forced to put it there. then you play that and go into the yellow. You'd be unlucky to not leave yourself a shot on at least this ball. You don't want to hit it too, well, yeah you do, you want to get the white out. So the ideal scenario is you hit that side of the yellow so that the red lands here and the cue ball lands there, so you have a shot on it, but we'll see. You wouldn't go yellows in this situation, I don't think. Yeah, there's always the risk of playing it without pace. I mean, like I said, I'm near pretty much on this just, and I would have been unlucky not to be, but it's tight. And it's tight even going past the black. So if I make this, it should be a finish, but we'll see how it goes. Just one good shot, knowing that I'm going to leave this one and this one. Alright, so I've left this one as well. And now you can kind of pinpoint an order for these balls. This one's the likely first ball. It's just when I play this one because it's far away from everything. So you're probably going to go... This one's going to be last. So I'm looking to go this one, out to about there, this one, leave myself dead straight on this one, leave me pretty much just off straight for this one to the middle, which runs me down table to here, play this one last, get back up to around there, play the black. It's all about this first shot. If I can make this, it should be fairly straightforward. Okay, so again, I'm just looking for these natural angles, so I want to land dead straight on this white, on this red, so I know my cue ball has to be there, on that line. I can't play it very hard at all. Because I know I have to be in a straight line to the corner. And again, I want to be on a straight line here, so where the red is would be absolutely ideal. And then with this one, got a little bit more freedom on where I can put the white. I don't want it to go too far in the middle because then I've got a sharp angle on that red. I want it to be more over to the side here. I'm not worried about leaving distance on this. I'd rather just make sure I'm not kind of in this area. I want to be more in this area. That's bad. I mean, I got away with that. That was careless. I was aiming to kind of be there. Shouldn't have been anywhere near the middle pocket there. One good shot then. Typical. It's all because of that red. Poor shot on the second to last red. I shouldn't be missing those. I'll just put that down to this being the second frame I've played today, so I'll get those long balls dialed in a bit. But anyway, we move on. It was a foul break anyway, so it would have been a bit of a foul. Right, that's 0-1. So 1 frame played, 1 missed clearance. Where are we? This one. That's a better break. Not going to hit many better than that today. Alright. You're at the table. What colour are you going? Reds or yellows? Yeah, I pause in my front swing. Don't know if you notice it, but I've developed the pause at the front of the swing basically. But I know what you mean. I think I've always learnt, and it is kind of taught that you should have a pause either at the front or the back, so it's irrelevant as to which one. So if you look at the layout of the balls, wow, brake pad gone all the way down here. If you look at the layout of the balls, you're probably going to go yellows. Reasons why you wouldn't go reds: this red doesn't pass this one. This red would have to be doubled. You've got easier shot on reds, but you wouldn't go reds in this situation. I think with yellows, you've got to play this one first. The difficult thing might come from this yellow potentially, but not too difficult. I think if I can make this yellow, I would look to play this. If I could leave myself from there somewhere like this to be able to play this ball next, which gets me here, play that ball there, followed by this ball to the middle, there, this ball, there, this ball, there. It's all about this first shot. And again, I'm trying to just get past the middle, about there. Yeah, I was again just all about the first shot. I'm telling myself, I need to practice. I need to tell myself. I need to not tell myself the shot's difficult. Just got to pot some balls, get a bit of rhythm going. There's currently no rhythm. It's very difficult to develop rhythm within the first 5 minutes of play. Really, I should be doing drills at this point. I shouldn't be trying to clear the table, but that wouldn't be very fun. I think in terms of building a rhythm, drills are probably the best thing for it. Oh, I've never done it like this, but let me see if I can do it. One more try. That was not what was intended. Alright, let's see, one more go. Never ever done this. Close. Alright. Okay. So that is 0-2. Not a great start, but we'll move on. Changing my table. Who knows? One day maybe. We'll see. I need to change the cloth more than anything. The cloth on this table is done. It was done about 2 months ago. But it's more about just playing at the minute. And we'll see where I'm at in about a month's time in terms of travel. I might be away, so getting it reclothed now might be pretty pointless. Again, another pretty good split. God, that red had to go there. The yellows were fine pretty much, apart from the first ball. God, I don't really have a first ball on anything. What would you guys do, reds or yellows? Yeah, good, thanks Tom. How are you, mate? Good to see you back. Yeah, what would you do here, reds or yellows? I mean, you'd ideally have an easy yellow, but there isn't one yellow that you can go for, so ignore my question. You've got to go reds. These two aren't great. I don't like that. I don't like these two, but I'm going to try and break them out with this one first. Don't cover that. Right, sort of got a little bit fortunate there for this red to be able to go. Still not an easy finish, but I know this is my last red. If by some miracle I can get to it, that's going to be my last red, maybe, or second to last. The ideal scenario is probably going to be, they're all difficult shots, so confidence on them is about 10%, but you get this one to there, play this one to the corner, get out to here, play, you've got to get over to here, play that, screw into this red, leave yourself that, which then leaves you that, which then leaves you that, and that. Again, chances of this working, 5%, 10%. I can't get over that far. 0% now. 0%. I'm going to change my route. I'm going to go for this one next. that's what has to get me over to here. What is that music? Terrible. Just need to bump into this red. I might leave this red for the middle. Try to. Need to get separation. Not good enough. Needed that to be straight. Still going to play it now, but I want to play this with topspin, hit that cushion, hit that, and get as close to this red as I can. Oh, that's so bad. 0-3. Good start, Si. How many have we got? Right, we've got 500 of you on YouTube. Very much appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, I'll have my days where I'll play better than I'll play better, and days where I won't. Honestly, it's like my progression is never linear. And to be fair, whether it's progression or regression is debatable. But as long as I'm playing pool, I want to play well, but I'm not trying to be the best pool player in the world. My main goal is just to play pool. Like, that's number one for me. If I can play pool, I'm happy. If I'm playing badly, it's not as good, but at least I'm playing. And if I'm playing well, then it's a bonus. So. Oh God, this break tip is difficult. Anyone hear that? Like hitting something with a stone. So that's this new break tip that I've got, which, if you saw it, you'd be like, what the hell is that? It breaks really well, but you can't afford to hit too far away from centre, or you're just not going to cue it, regardless of how much chalk you've got on it. I don't know if you can hear it when you hit the ball. Like, listen out for it. Do you hear that? Let me do it again. Kind of sounds like a rock. And that's all because it's a break tip that, well, it's a class break tip, and there's no point in me chalking it. I don't know if you can see, but there's not really any chalk being applied. Yeah. Because you do get good splits when you hit it right. You just got to make sure you're really accurate. Oh God, I just want to break again, please. Can't even see anything, can I? There's 0 point in me attempting to get clearance here, because the only shot I've got is this yellow that I'm closest to. Yeah, it sounds tinny, yeah. It's rock solid. It is. I forget the exact material, but it's a very good tip. It's just difficult to get used to. Well, the only shot I've got is this yellow to the corner, so I'm not counting this if I miss, by the way. I'm not counting it. Still 0-3 in my book. Is it important to be practice on different tables? Yes. Don't practice just on your own table. Practice on multiple tables if you can. Okay. Again, boom break. Is that a piss take or? Great. I'm not even going to re-rack. I'm just potting balls now because that's annoying. try and land a ball on after the break. Again, I'm not counting that one. I refuse to count frames where you're effectively snookered from the break. It's not fair. Because that was a decent split up until that. That might be the first time I've ever had it 2 in a row where I can't see a ball. Okay. Another pretty good break. Just leave me something. Ugh, God. It's something, but it's not great. That red is awful. You've got to go reds though. Yeah, you've got to go reds, but what are you doing with this? Ideally, you get rid of this red sometime. Land here, play that to try and hit it there and go into it, but at what point do you do that? First shot? Difficult. Don't you dare. That's a fucking shot. It's one of those days, guys. One of those days. We've seen it many times before. Welcome back to, I won't use the swear word because it's whatever, but we'll get a frame soon where I've got a nice easy first ball, I'm not snookered, and I don't have to do any work to get a clearance. But right now it is a battle. Alright, 0 and 4 because I'm counting that one because that was shite. Again, another pretty good break, but obviously nothing down. What colour would you go, reds or yellows? At least we've got a shot on the first ball for both colours. Yes, both colours have a ball that you can pop first go, which is a step ahead of the last 3 frames. What would you guys do here, reds or yellows? Next I just need to learn how to put a ball on break, but we'll count this as a reverse dish if I get it. Reds or yellows? Oh dear. Anyone? Okay, so if we look at the bad balls, the problem balls, these aren't great for either. You've got to land here for both. So if you look at the reds, generally getting into this space might be a little bit tricky based on the fact that there's 3 yellows here kind of guarding that area, right? So it might be a little bit difficult. With yellows, you've got to figure out, is it easy to get over to there? These look like a problem, but they're not. That one goes past that one, obviously, which is fine, and that one goes on its own. This one's the hardest out of the 3. You're probably going to have to either land here or clear those 2 away to be able to play it in the same pocket. So I think you're going to go yellows here because I think it's easier to land in this space with a yellow than it is trying to land in this space for a red. Long-winded, I realised. The way that you get over there is playing this one to there, play this one, and that's what gets you into this space. That's what we're going to do. Let's see. Reds are definitely not easier. Again, how is that landing on that red easier than landing there for that yellow? That's what I would say. That yellow. I would have had to have worked big time to get onto that red. Admittedly, that wasn't a very good shot. I should have been here, but I'm on it at least. So I'm going to try and get to here if I can for that yellow, ideally. I'm on that yellow. I'm on this yellow. This is going to come back to bite me not playing that now. If I can land there and play that yellow to the middle, this will be perfect. It's whether I can do that. It's not great. Okay, sure. Don't you dare. Reds are easier though, apparently. Okay, so finally got a frame. Change music. Let's do my then. Okay. Yeah, they were dollies, but I already explained why it wasn't easy. I explained why getting to that position with the reds was not easy. You can have dolly pots, but if you can't land on the balls, it's pointless. You probably could have got reds, but it definitely was not as easy to land in that position. The rest of the reds were easy as pot, but that was a difficult shot. Right, what am I putting on here? Chasing status, I guess. Yeah, a bit generic, but. All right, we finally got a frame. 1 and 4. It's started. Come on, let's get one straight away. All right, this is an easy one. What would you go for? I say it's an easy one. It's an easy choice. It's not an easy finish. It's the first shot again, man. Ugh, God. I mean, we're going yellows because, well, look at the reds. The difficult thing about the yellows is basically this first shot. I've got to use this to plant the other yellow in. I've got to play it at such a pace that gets it smashing into those reds and allows it to be free of those reds. If I hit it too soft, it's not going to get free of the reds. Same time, I'll leave the cue ball pretty much where the yellow is because I want to have this ball to get that away from the cushion. So if I leave the cue ball around there, that bottom right hand side goes straight into that yellow. But I've got to make the plant first. This looks easy, but it's a smaller gap in between the red and yellow that I'm aiming for. Alright, so got the reds out of the way. That was the key with that, is that I had to move the reds out of the way because at least now I've got space and the yellow is free of reds. Same shot applies. I want to play this with bottom right hand side and try and go into that yellow and move it. This is harder than the shot I just played for sure. That is annoying, to say the least. Just wanted to bump it away from the cushion. Couldn't miss it by much more. Now, how many days, hours would you recommend? A minimum of 3, bare minimum, and that's not a lot. I'd say 4 to 6, and then hours wise, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day if you're going to. So anywhere from 3 to 15 hours a week. If you're doing more than that, I mean, you're going to get better, but you've got to make sure your practice is productive. With any skill though, if you think of fitness, going to the gym, right? Imagine that as a skill. If you're trying to get better in the gym and you're trying to get fitter, how many times a week would you go to the gym? It's anywhere from 3 to 6, right? If you go 6, you're going to get better quicker, you're going to get fitter quicker, But the key is that you don't do 6 and then take 6 days off. You're consistent with it. If you're inconsistent with practicing any sport or any skill, you're not going to get good at it. You just got to be consistent. That wasn't a foul. Alright, so should be a fairly easy one. I'm not counting the fact that I hit the cue with my, the ball with my cue. Forget that, that's fine. What would you guys go, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. Should be a fairly dot-to-dot finish, this. Just. Yeah, no, this is very, very much dot-to-dot. Can anyone see a dot-to-dot finish? Put your thumbs up if you can see a dot-to-dot finish from yellow, I won't tell the colour. From one colour to the black. In fact, let me see if you guys can get it. I'm going to number, because I'll give you the clue, right? It's yellows on the ball. You wouldn't go reds. You could probably get a clearance, but landing on that red is going to be difficult based on where these 3 yellows are. So you wouldn't do that. All the yellows are in the middle of the table and they're away from cushions, means they're easier. I'm going to number the balls moving from this way to this way. I'm going to give each ball a number, and then the black is obviously the last ball, so you don't have to worry about it. Write down the order that you would take the balls. So say this is ball number 1. If you wanted it to be first ball, you would write 1, then you'd write the next number ball, then the next number, etc., until you've got 6 numbers in a row, and then you go from there. So this is ball 1, this is ball 2, this is ball 3, this is ball 4, ball 5, ball 6. What order would you put those in? Basically, would it be like 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, something like that, you know? Bear in mind, this yellow goes into this middle pocket. What's your order? Hopefully someone does it. Someone's written 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 1, 6, 5. That yellow doesn't go in here. So I don't know if that changes anything. You've written 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got some of it right, but not perfect because that yellow doesn't go past here, I think. 1, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. 1, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. That's my pattern. I think 1, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2 has to be the order. So let's do that. So I'm looking to literally leave the cue ball on lines, right? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I'm going to miss now. You watch. First ball. I don't want that cue ball moving more than 2 inches on these shots, bear in mind. Apart from the last ball to the black. So again, I'm just looking for straight lines, so I'm looking to land straight on that yellow. And again, come round, because I want to look at this shot next. Dead straight on that. So again, cue ball's not moving, that's the key to this game. Again, dead straight on that last yellow. And then I can choose to play topspin or backspin. This is the only time I've moved the cue ball more than 6 inches, leave the black into the middle. Yeah, so I think that was, again, there was probably a couple of ways you could have done that pattern, but I think that was probably the one that was going to keep your cue ball the tightest. Any other way, you probably move the cue ball by about ½ a foot. If it lands like that on a break, again, where there's an obvious route, then I'll ask you guys the same thing, like what numbers would you take in order, and what would be your order? Right, so that's 2 and 5. 2 and 5. 25. Yeah, pretty good breaks. Bit annoying that nothing's gone down. And it's annoying that I don't have a ball. But we'll try and make something happen. Right, we've got to go yellows, and I'm not gonna ask you for an order of anything. I'm just gonna. Do I go yellows? If I can pop that and get that yellow somehow hit that red, I'm going reds. Hit that red in the end. That's annoying. I leave myself on nothing. Can I cut this back? Thought the cue ball was flying. Keep digging. Can we keep digging? Question. Should have had that. That was a difficult shot. All right. So I'm going to do something different. Currently viewing at 3:30 AM. Nice. I'll hopefully be in Australia in January to April sometime. Hopefully. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw these 6 reds out and the black, just like this. Let's put the cue ball in a better place, shall we? So we're just going to move the cue ball to there. Right. Now, think about like a pattern. Like we spoke about patterns earlier and how important they are. This is very much a real scenario. You could walk up to the table and this be your situation, right? I'm just going to put that ball there for just sake of it. And I'm also going to move that ball to there. All right, so now we're going to number the balls like I did before. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What order would you take the reds and finish on the black? Bearing in mind you want that cue ball moving minimally. With this clearance, again, you should be moving the cue ball less than a foot, maybe a maximum of a foot with any one shot. It's certainly not dot to dot. You are going to get some cue ball movement, but you shouldn't be moving it more than a foot. So write down your order. 1, where are we? Has anyone, do you play for your country? No. Right, Isabel's written 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 6. So let's look at the order. 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 6. Pretty much, I would probably do that. I think. Really, yeah, I think you're right with that. There's nothing wrong with that order. You could go. What's another one? 3, 2, 5, 3. 3, 2, 5. I think I just saw 3, 1, 6. Right, let's look at a different pattern. So someone's written 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 5. I don't love that. Just because this is a long shot. When you've played this ball, you're going to be leaving a long ball on this one as well. So I don't love the distance of each of those shots. It's not something that will go wrong if you're a good potter, but you're just leaving distance, which probably isn't advised. Someone's written 3, 2, 5, 1, 6, 4. So 3, I think we can all agree 3 is the first ball. 3, was someone right? 3, 5, 2. So the same order as before, 3, 5, 2, and then 1, 6, 4. The only thing that could potentially go wrong with that is if you play this ball and then you leave this. Say you move up table and you play a bad shot to land on this red, that's the only thing that could go wrong. You're just moving that cue ball quite a lot, which is why I think I prefer the order of that one, that one, that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Because the only thing you've got to do from this ball is get anywhere in this space for the black. But really, it's much of a muchness. All right, so let's see if we can do it. It's whatever shots you're confident with, really. If you're confident with long shots, you go about this different. That wasn't the best shot. A little bit careless. Bear in mind, I want to leave a straight line on that, so I've got to come forwards to about there. So moving the cue ball more than I should be here. But I'm going to try and get to over here so I'm straighter on this red. And then from there, that now leaves me the straight line to that one. Let's have a look. So I want to make sure dead straight, basically where the red is would be good. And then from there, screw back maybe to there. So again, minimal cue ball movement. And then I mentioned it's all about getting from 6 to the black. So shouldn't be an issue. Just screw back up table and we're good. And that was the only shot. That was the only shot that I would call an execution shot. The shot where I played topspin was a bit of an execution shot, but basically where you're not playing on natural angles, you're using spin, they are execution shots. The key to pool, I would say, is to use as little execution shots as you can and just use natural shots. I think most pros, top level pros will agree, if you're leaving natural angles, you're gonna have an easier time than if you're leaving angles that require you to play something that's an execution shot, basically. Does everyone understand? I know this is not a coaching session, I know that, but does everyone understand the difference between a natural shot and an execution shot? Has anyone ever heard those phrases? Oh, my lower back's done in, mate. It's been done in for years. How do I decide whether to play safe? I mean, I would never do that in practice, but when I'm in a match, I do sometimes. Never heard of that. I'll explain it in a little bit more detail. I'll play this frame and then I'll basically tell you the difference between the two. All right. This one is a 50-50. Go for it. What would you go, reds or yellows? Reds or yellows, write it in the chat. Let's hear your answers. And then think about not necessarily looking at which one's easier in terms of the first ball. Look at which one is harder because of the hardest ball. And then go for the opposite colour. Which have more chance of going wrong. Natural shots, basically. Exactly, yeah. I'll explain it in I know you obviously play Isabel, but I'll explain it to people who don't play as much, I'll do it after this. So a real 50-50, a lot of you saying reds, a lot of you saying yellows. You could go either. I think with reds, here's the debate. This is obviously your first ball. The best you can do from there, because you're dead straight and you can't play it too hard because where the cue ball is, the best you can do is land here for this ball next in the middle, right? Which is fine. It's either do that and leave that, or play this yellow, which is hard, but if it goes in, you should be on this one. You're probably going to be on the plant, worst case, but you'd be on this one. The worst thing about the ball on the table is this yellow. So I think that red's not too bad, but it's not great. I think with yellows, the question is it harder to land on this yellow than it is to play this and pot that red? That's the question. Whichever one you're more confident with. For me, I'm going to try and play this red and land here and get that red second, because if I pop that, should be on that red or whatever, and I can figure out the rest. With the yellows, I mean, that's no gimme, that's not an easy shot, but this landing on this is quite difficult. After all that, I'm going to miss this first ball. Ready? Would have liked to have been an inch further over. But again, would do well to not land on something here. So we're out of the woods in terms of the problem red, which was that second red. Still got one more problem, which is at what point do you play this ball, right? There's a couple of ways you could do this. I've got a small angle on this red. I should be able to either play top right and hit this cushion and land here, which would be ideal, play that next and then figure out the other three, or I should be able to stun over to here to land for that one. So that's what I'm going to try and do. The worst thing about this is that I'm queuing over the red. I'm going to stun this in and land there. Alright, so we're on this red now, and then we just pick an order between these last three balls, basically. So I know that this one draws me a straight line to this one, so I can do that. Play that second to there. And it's really, do I play this one third, or do I come back to here, play that one third, followed by that, followed by the black? So it's not ideal. The absolutely ideal scenario would be from this ball, give myself a small angle on this red, to just hit that yellow and move it an inch, to leave myself straighter on that red, which again leaves me straight on this red, which leaves me back here straight on the black. So that would be absolutely ideal. So I'm looking to screw back slightly, just so I can nudge into that yellow to leave me straighter on that red. So again, just pushing a little bit of topspin to push that yellow a couple of inches away, leave the cue ball where the yellow is. I didn't hit enough of the yellow, but it's not a problem. Got there in the end. Okay. So you're back after about Cove very height. Back doing some fun moments. Everyone else, nice. Glad to hear. All right, so we were saying about natural angles and natural shots versus execution shots and the difference between the two, right? So I'll set up a scenario that explains what a natural angle is versus playing a natural angle shot versus an execution shot. Okay. This is very like straightforward example. Okay, so say you're yellows, you've just come to the table. If you're yellows, you've just come to the table, you've got probably the easiest three ball pattern you're ever going to see in your life, which is this one, which leaves you right here, natural angle, drops you in here to leave you straight on this one, which natural angle, you don't have to do anything with the cue ball, you maybe play a slightly below centre just to leave you dead straight on the black, right? Say you're there on this yellow. The natural angle on this yellow, I mean, this is not a good example. We'll just put it in a different scenario. So, say you're there. What example am I trying to give here? Okay. Say you're there, right? A natural angle on that yellow will get you, in best case scenario, there. If you play it hard, there, right? Which leaves a difficult yellow. Now, using spin, you can play an execution shot to get yourself into a better position, which is over here. So you're not going to play this plain ball, you're going to play it with backspin and get you into a dead straight position for the yellow, right? So that's just the difference between an execution shot and a plain ball shot, if that makes sense. Basically, if you want to get better at pool, leave yourself as little shots where you're forced into playing it with spin and like moving the cue ball loads, versus try and leave yourself nice, easy, straight shot patterns. That's what I'm getting at. Very long-winded way of telling you that. So, hope everyone's having fun. If you've got any questions, guys, feel free to ask. Again, this is not turning into a coaching session. Still going to try and clear up the table. out though. I'm going to hit many better than that today. Execution shots, natural shots, anyone can do execution shots at the next level. Yes, true, but leaving yourself natural shots is the key, I think. Destructive stream. Appreciate that, Isabel. Strange split, I know. Again, what colour would you guys go? Reds or yellows? I think there's only one choice. Saying that, I'm having to play execution shots across the board. In fact, if I play one good natural shot, I mean, this is my only ball I can go for. Could maybe try and cut that, but this cue ball was flying. You wouldn't go reds. Even that is easier than that, but if you pop that, what's the value? You've got 3 reds here, which are just terrible. I am going to try and play this and dig down to land here to play that next. This is a very difficult shot. Alright, so I'm on that ball as well, which is handy. Will I play it now? Don't know. Again, I'm trying to leave natural angles here. So what am I doing? It's a question that gets asked a lot. What are you doing? Gonna have to play an execution shot next. If I choose to play this one, best case scenario, I'm gonna land here. I then have to play this, and that's gonna be quite a hard position to play that. I think I'm gonna get another chance to play this yellow, so I'm not gonna play it now. I'm gonna play that and get into this space. I'm going to land there. I play another shot on this to maybe land somewhere like that. It just opens up the yellows a little bit more. Did not get into that at all. All right, 2 seconds. Just got to verify we're live. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Apologies, guys, on TikTok. Just had to verify the live there. Yeah, that wasn't a very good shot. I'll be the first to admit. So now I'm going to have to play something to get myself out of trouble here. If I play this plain ball, I should be going around where this yellow is. This red is. So I hope to be able to move this red. Oh wow, how do you hit that thin? How do you miss that thin? Again, it's just not easy. Top spin through, trying to leave this yellow for here. God, it's not going to be easy. I've only got a choice. Where's that yellow going? Nudge into the red, leave myself this maybe. Yuck. Now I can't play that now, so I've got to rely on a very, very good shot. Come off this cushion and land here for this. Wasn't good enough. Not a good enough player. Right. Close. Let's go again. Don't have a rare, then just let your opponent move. Hey? I might have missed that bit of the conversation. It's a full-size English pool table, mate. It's a different game to American pool. Liking the beard look, I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. At least something's going right. Alright, let's go again. I think my GoPro's going to be charged any minute, so I'm going to do this frame, and then I'm going to start trying to film some content that you guys can watch live. if you've seen what I've posted today on TikTok and yesterday, you'll see that I've posted some videos from my last live stream, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already. Oh my god, surely that can't be dry. Okay, interesting. Reds or yellows? Yeah, playing better than yesterday, but it took me a long while to get warmed up today. I was not playing well at the start. Yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to go reds or yellows here? They're both a bit messy. I think you go reds. I think you go reds. With yellows, I mean, you could, that is a plant, but it's not easy to land on that and then play the plant and land on the second ball is not going to be easy. With reds, these two are obviously terrible, but you play this to there, you could potentially leave a plant on those, which isn't easy, but it's gettable, and it will leave you this one if you play first ball. Alternatively, you play this one, go out to here, play that one second to there, play that and try and go into them, but I don't know if there's any value in that. So I think I'm going to leave the plant on those reds. It's a case of which plant are you more confident with? Oh wow, what have you done there? That was meant to stop here. Yeah, it's not the absolute end of the world. I can go into these reds with this ball, but that's bad. Get out of there. Alright, so came out smelling the roses there. I don't quite know how, but we are. Still not easy though. Still not mega easy. This looks easy, but it's not. That yellow is kind of half pot guard in the pocket. Okay, it was easy. Ignore me making a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Okay, now what? She's got to land dead straight on that red. Dead straight, yeah, sort of. I should be able to pinch the pocket and miss the black and get to here. That's where I'm aiming to screw back to, would be absolutely ideal. Just underhitting everything, overhitting everything, it's just not great. But we got there. Got there in the end. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's get the camera out. Let's get the head camera out and start doing some clearances. Got my first ever cue today, so happy, nice. Get practicing. I didn't see the question, so I don't know what everyone's talking about. So. What am I doing? Right, getting my head camera. Head camera game on. If you've seen these videos, then obviously you've seen them being made. I'm going to have to turn the music off for this. Apologies, because it's going to be a posted video. So what I do, for anyone who hasn't seen it, if you haven't seen these videos, then the majority of the time I post them on my TikTok, Facebook or Instagram account because they're normally too long to be posted as a YouTube short. Sometimes I'll post them as a YouTube long form video, but not always. What I'm attempting to do is break, tell you an exact finish and a pattern, and then pop the black and sign off the video, and then I will post this video so you guys can see it. So right now this is recording, and for anyone who's seen my POV videos when I'm playing pool, this is how I do it, and this is kind of like a behind the scenes look at it. So Yeah, let's turn the scoreboards off. It's a good shout. So you'll see me cut between, tell you guys specifically what I'm doing, and then you'll see me get back on the table and talking about what I'm doing, because obviously you've got to bear in mind this is for an audience that isn't just you guys, it's for people watching my posted videos. Alright, so we pause. I'll cut this part of the video. Should just re-rack, but I'm not going to. See if we can somehow make a miracle clearance here. Just out of interest, what would you guys do, reds or yellows? I'm probably going to go the opposite of you, but can't go reds. These two are just terrible. These two are terrible. All right, I'm not confident with this one, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Okay, welcome back. So trying to get a clearance on yellows here. My first ball is going to be this yellow. Start that again. Start again. So this is what it's like. Got to do takes. All right, welcome back. So trying to get a clearance on yellows here. My first ball is going to be this yellow to the corner to leave me here to play this yellow to the middle next. And then I'll cut this bit. The next bit you'll see is me playing the shot. This is missable. Don't tell yourself it's missable. That might be my #1 tip. If a shot's missable, don't say it out loud, because you know what's going to happen. You're probably going to miss it. All right, so I just scrapped that video. Basically, it doesn't become a thing. So. So it's a 7 foot by 4 foot table, which is full size. You might get 6 by 3s. You wouldn't have played on a snooker table in a pub. You would have played on a pool table in a pub. Snooker tables are 12 foot long and 6 foot wide. You only find them in snooker halls, or like pool hall, like the equivalent of a pool hall. Yeah, I would say if you're not sure on the difference between snooker and pool, type it into Google and you'll see a huge difference. Snooker is the hardest cue sport, closely followed by Chinese 8-ball, closely followed by American 9-ball, followed by English pool, followed by American 8-ball. Just get a ball. I can't use a video if it doesn't have a ball, by the way. If I don't have a ball potted on break. American 9-ball is harder than English 8-ball, 100%. Any game where you're playing for one ball position is harder than a game where you have multiple choices. Cut. Just give me an easy yellow. What beard oil? If I remember to. I don't even know the brand. I use argan oil actually. If I remember to. I want to go reds. Do I want to go reds? I've got to go reds because there's no way I'm getting that yellow. Okay, so we start the video again. Okay, welcome back. Trying to get a clearance on reds. Okay, welcome back. Trying to get a clearance on reds here. My first shot is going to be this red to the middle to leave me here, which will leave me this red to the corner. From there, I'm trying to play this red into the corner to leave me here for this red to the corner. From there, I've left myself a little bit straight on this red, so I'm going to screw back with a bit of bottom right-hand side to take me up table to here to leave me this red next. Playing an execution shot, really annoying. This is not going to be an easy finish. It's going to be an easy finish. Tell yourself it's easy. Next, I'm going to pop this red into the corner. Leave myself here to have this red next. Oh, you idiot, just make that ball. That's irritating. How to properly chalk a cue. Interesting. I mean, I think the biggest mistake people make is, hang on, I'll show you. Very easy, very simple. First thing, get the best cue go, get the best chalk going. The question came from TikTok, so I'll show this camera. A lot of people, beginners, make the mistake of doing this. They like twist, and they create this motion, and they almost like screw it onto the tip, which you don't want to do. You just want to brush, so you're just like that, brushing on top, like this. That's it. All right, come on then. Let's go again. How lucky was it to not foul there? You don't want to see that. All right. Let's play that yellow first, or do you play the easy yellow first? This yellow, the natural angle for this yellow is horrid. It takes me straight into that red, which I don't want to do. So I don't want to play that first. All right, here we go. Okay, welcome back. Trying to get a clearance on yellows here. This one looks like the obvious first shot, but the natural angle is taking me into the red, which I'd rather avoid. So I'm going to play this yellow and try and screw into a position like this. I know I'm going to be on this yellow, but it would be a bonus if I were on that yellow. Oh my fucking god. The life of a content creator. Welcome. Okay. All the pockets the same angle, if that makes sense. Certain pockets. Not sure what you mean. I mean, on English pool tables, it's easier to pot in middle pockets than it is American pool tables, if that's what you mean. And on American tables, it's easier to pot down the rails than it is into the corners than it is on English pool tables. How are we doing, Will? Oh, mate, it's a gift. Can you just do one? What is that? Imagine this in a match. I'd just throw the towel in. I'd give up. I'd love to be a safety player. Yeah. We'll get one in a minute. Alright, I'm not going to hit a better break than that today. Cue ball was perfect, so let's capitalise, shall we? What's my safety game like? Non-existent would be the right description for that. Hence the reason why my channel is called Attacking8Ball. Alright, we're not going red, yellows, we're going reds. Okay, welcome back. So trying to get a clearance on reds here. My first shot is going to be this red to the middle. which if I play with topspin, I need to get rid of my bad ball, which is this red next. Finally did something that I actually meant to do. Wow. Right, should be able to make a dot-to-dot pattern here. A couple of ways you could do it. I'd rather have this one till last, but I think it's the obvious next ball. That one. I'd rather not leave that till last. If I could avoid it. Alright, here we go. Okay, next I'm going to play this red to the corner, come off of the cushion to leave myself here for this red to the middle. From there I'm going to play this red to the middle, move forwards an inch to leave myself here for the corner. From there I'm going to play this one to the corner, come back a couple of inches to leave myself this red to the corner. From there I'm going to play this one to the corner to leave myself dead straight on this. From there I'm going to leave this one to the corner to leave myself dead straight on this one to the same corner. Drop. And to finish I'm going to play this with backspin, screw back up to here to leave the black into that corner. Alright, thanks so much for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next one. That'll do, I'm done with that. Yeah, so that's one episode. I've got like 3 in storage, so that's just one that I can add to it. And that we will see edited into a video soon. So, what mil is my tip? 8.9 mil. Cheers as well, appreciate that. If you guys got any questions, do let me know. Can't wait to watch that on YouTube Shorts. Unfortunately, it won't be on YouTube Shorts because it's going to be longer than a minute. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to check it out on either my Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok channel. I don't think it will be on YouTube. Okay, why do you use the cloth when racking? To protect the area you break from. When you drop the balls in the on the table, you effectively, like, you don't dent the slate, but you can impact the cloth. You could put kind of dents in the cloth. So that's what I try and do to avoid it. Okay, nice and easy one, this one. What colour are you going, reds or yellows? Reds or yellows? Which ball? Come on, own up. I think we've got to go yellows. Looking at which ball breaks this out. Could do it with this red. But say you you play that on top spin, smash that yellow, hit the red. What ball are you leaving? If the cue ball's where that red is, you're maybe leaving, that's a very difficult shot to play that yellow against the red. You'd have to land on this ball to be on any red. With yellows, you probably play this one, screw back to here, play that yellow, go into that, knowing that you would do well to not leave your shot on that yellow or this yellow. So we're definitely going yellows for that reason. Do I want to be clever and try and get that second? And go from there to that? Am I being too clever there? No, makes perfect sense in my tiny brain. Not when you play it like that though, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, so forget that, we're going straight into the red now. I said I would do well to not leave myself on a ball, and I'm on that. Which is good. Don't love this yellow. If I could try and go through the gap here and land here for that next, that would be ideal. Not ideal. Try and go through this gap to land here. Would be good. Problem is, right, I knew this would come back to haunt me. Why I haven't got rid of that earlier is really annoying. Now it's going to be difficult. So I'm trying to play this to get there, not exactly there, only there. Play that to land where I am now, play that to get over to here, and then just play the black easy into the middle. Do that. Let's do that, shall we? And let's not pop the black. Be a good idea. Classic shot, that. Absolutely classic. Why have you played that like that? Like that. Absolutely terrible. Shot. Alright. What next? I feel like I've got quite a bit of energy. I'm happy to keep doing this if you guys want to keep doing this, unless there's something particularly you want to see me do. Do you use soundproofing though? The neighbours are chill. I'm pretty sure the neighbour's about 75, so I don't think he can actually hear it. How did the race with Mark Ball go? It's live on, it's on my YouTube channel. He beat me 15-12. 6 red. I might do a 6 red in a bit because I feel like I've got a world record in me at some point in my life, so we'll see. I want to get a 10-second 6 red shootout. I think it's doable. Yesterday could have been 12 seconds if I just hadn't bottled the 4th red. What a great split. Do I just re-rack? What do I do? How big of a room? This is a 7 foot by 4 foot pool table. You want to have 5 foot on each side. So you want 17 foot by 14 foot. Shooting soldier. All right, let's do this. Let's go, actually, yeah, let's go 6 red shootout right now. Do I want to waste my energy on it? Now we'll go 6 red. Yeah, I got rid of the sofa in my living room. This is my living room. I got rid of this for, got rid of my sofa for a pool table. And I put a massive black curtain up around the whole room. So it's like Dexter or something, you know. All right. Fastest I've ever seen is like 11 something. First shot, hit this red, try and leave it for this middle. no world record, but sub 20 seconds, so it's not a bad start. Hopefully someone had the timer out. Yeah, that was about, I would guess that was about 18 or 19 seconds. Look at that, someone said 18.43. My inner clock is working at the moment. Let's go again. Only issue with this is my back kills after a while, so I tend to not do many of them. Let's go again, come on. That was not going to be fast. Again, not going to be fast. It would have been fast, relatively. Nowhere near as fast as the first attempt. What are the rules? Play the first shot. Once the first ball is, as long as the cue ball and the ball you're playing on has stopped, you can go. You can play. So let's go, champ. That's when I re-rack. If they do that, I re-rack. Yeah, no, couldn't see the red, tried to force it. Oh my God, just break. The most annoying thing about the 6 red shootout is when it does that. What do we reckon, guys? Are we going to get sub 15 seconds today or what? Oh my freaking God. Stop. Does it again, I'm going to give up. I should have had that. That should have been a 16 second. Dead straight on that next red as well. I just need dead straight shots for every ball. No angle whatsoever would be great. Come on. I couldn't see it again. Just didn't set out enough. Frustrating. Come on. Come on, ball. That's the one. No, you fucking idiot. That would probably be 21 to 23, I reckon. So again, not very fast, but should have played the plant. Fourth shot should have been a plant. What I was thinking playing that ball on its own, I don't know. That was definitely not going to be a 14. Fuck off, we're back, are we? Oh, we're back. Can we please just have a decent split? What's that? Absolute shite. I'm tempted to iron the table just to flatten out this area because it's just not breaking. The balls are touching. Why is it not breaking? This is going to be a great break. I've already called it. Let's go. Yeah. Fucking moving the cue ball like that for what's that shite? Sorry guys, apologies for the swearing. Doesn't normally happen. But it is what it is. It happens. Couple more. It's annoying because the first one, I was like, oh, that's a warm up, 18 seconds. I haven't been close to it since. I don't want to change where I'm breaking from. I like this break position. Slow. That's what this is. Very freaking slow. One good break. What time am I trying to get? Honestly, I'd love anywhere from 14 to 18 today. I've had 18.5, but it's just the break. It's that break. Maybe I'll change the break. Do I change the break? Yeah, let's go front on for one. See what we're leaving. Nothing. I swear that cluster of three happening yesterday. That cluster of three is so difficult at the minute. It's just not splitting. Could do with a cloth change. That would definitely help, but it's what it is. Again, just look at that cluster of three. I swear the last three breaks, that's exactly what I'm leaving every single break. I'm going to give it one or two more. Go back to my old break. Shockingly bad. Oh, how do you miss? Oh, come on. Alright, I'm done. My back hurts too much. So let's go again. Let's go again. No, let's stop that, sorry. You can tell I'm used to saying, let's go again. I've got a good idea. My back's hurting. Let's try and clear the table as fast as possible of every ball. Can I do it in less than 40 seconds? Challenge. Write your predictions in the chat. How long do you think it's going to take me to pop every single ball in any order? And I'll give you a 2-to-1 odds that my back goes into seizure and I have to stop. Go into spasm. Seizure? Goes into spasm, sorry. Any predictions? 6 minutes, nice. I'd be so lucky. 3 minutes. All right, if it's more than 45 seconds, then I'm just like, meh. For me, it's got to be, all right, 50 seconds is like the max it can be. So let's go. Time starts when the cue ball stops, and I'm not going to go. So the time starts once the cue ball stops moving, and I'm not going to do it if it's a dry break, because it's pointless. I need at least 2 balls down on the break for it to be a thing. Oh, come on. "58 seconds, I like those odds." Someone get the timer. Remember, cue ball once it's stopped. Now. What the fuck is that for a first shot? Language. I just didn't get up and think, oh, there might be an easier shot than this plant. Talk about having the blinkers on. Oh, by the way, I stop if I miss. Well, unless it's going to be a really good time. I know I'm allowed to miss, but I don't want to miss. I want to get them all done. Plus, if I miss, it's not going to be a record, is it? Cue ball still going. No ball down, which is just great. Now. Too much movement. Still too much. Shite. This is going well, isn't it? One of two things is going to happen. My back's going to give in, or I'm going to get like 38 seconds. I mean, there's no in between. Come on. Might be the last attempt. Time starts now. Oh, you're spending too much time, man. Spending too much time fanning around. Oh, 4 balls on the break, was it? That's so irritating. So irritating. Alright, come on. This might be my last one. This might be my last attempt. Get your timers out. Time starts once the cue ball stops. I give up. I'm shut. Yeah, that'll be me then. Can't be bothered at this rate. My back's hurting too much and I'm just playing like an idiot. So I'll try and do this a different day. Any questions? Feel free to write in the chat. But for now, I am Gonzo. That was good. I feel my sciatic nerve in my leg. It's not good. It is not good. That's why I'm not bending over right now. Standing up straight because my back's hurting. Nearly. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. It's so close. Right, I'm done, guys. Any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just messing about at this point. Not using a brake cue. Yeah. Cool. Very rare that that works first time. Very rare. Oh my god, how do you even do that? That's more impressive, if anything. Cool, I'm done. Ugh. Balls over the bags and release shots. Right, I'll do that and then I'm gonna go. No. Reds. What do you reckon? 3 shots? Can't do it in 2. Can I? Dare I do it in 2? Pop it then. That's annoying. Feeling I'm going to do it in 3. Well, I mean, there is an easier way of doing it in 3, but I'm trying to pop 3 balls off the first shot. That's what I'm trying to do. Got to get that ball. Got to be getting that ball for it to stand a chance. Terrible. One more go then. At trying to get it in 3 at very worst. Eight sounds about right. One. Just. Last one then. I know I've said it about 5 times. This is the last one. Genuinely last attempt. Then I'm off skis. Off skis. Can't get it. That's 2. Oh, would you look at that? 3. Boom. I'll take it. All right. I'm done. Cheated. No, I didn't. Liar. Hope everyone's enjoyed the stream today. Be sure to hit that sub button if you haven't already on YouTube and the follow button on TikTok. Exciting stuff coming up, hopefully, within the next month. I don't wear a cap, mate. Okay. Cool. Guys on TikTok, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button on your way out if you haven't already. Thanks for getting involved, and I will see you on the next one. Guys on YouTube, likewise, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate all the comments, likes, and subs. Be sure to hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'll be live on Friday. That'll be the next time I'm live streaming, and I'll be in a match. I'll be playing someone in a match on Friday around this time. So be sure to